pleasant good evening and thank you for joining us for the Monday's edition of the Regional News. I'm RENATA Burnett. We open with news from Jamaica. Less than 24 hours after the St. Andrews South Police urged the most wanted men in the division to turn themselves in, a massive police military operation was launched in search of them. The 10 most wanted men, 8 of whom have been linked to murders, were given until midday Monday to surrender to the police. But with none responding to the call by 3 p.m. on Sunday, members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Jamaica Defense Force, supported by the JDF Air Wing, moved into 2 of the hot spots in the division. The Joint Police Military Team, working under Operation Relentless, was given a boost last Saturday with a series of island-wide operations in all police divisions to bolster the continuous efforts to combat crime and ensure the safety and security of the nation. Swarmed the Greenwich Town and Whitfield Town communities. We have a lot of uneducated culprits in the space with high-powered weapons shooting at each other, head of the St. Andrews South Police Division Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts said during an interview in Whitfield Town during the operation Sunday afternoon. He pointed out that Whitfield Town is a perennial hot spot which continuously has gang conflicts. The divisional commander underscored that the crime rate in the St. Andrews South Division, which is home to more than 20 inner-city communities, is not low, even though the numbers are now below last year's figures. Now for news from Trinidad and Tobago. A Pinal man was shot and killed and his body was dumped on a desolated road a few kilometers away from his home on Saturday morning. The body of Kanta Ramdas, 44, was found with gunshot wounds to the head. Ramdas's body was discovered around 5 a.m. on the side of Mud Plant Road in Barrackpore by Mobile Patrol security officers. At Ramdas's family's home in Diggity Branch Trans in Penal, his sister Vashanti Tulsi said the family was confused and shocked by her brother's killing and they wanted justice. A police report said that 6 spent 9mm shell casings and 1 projectile, as well as a brown wallet with Kantan Ramdas's identification card, were found at the scene. The body was lodged at the mortuary of the San Fernando General Hospital, pending a post-mortem at the Forensic Science Center. We close with news from China. There is no such thing as illegal trafficking of fentanyl between China and Mexico, China's foreign ministry said on Thursday, responding to a letter from the Mexican president asking Beijing to help limit illicit flows of the deadly drug. China has not been notified by Mexico about any seizure of fentanyl from China. Ministry spokesperson Miao Ning said at a regular briefing, U.S. needs to face up to its own problems and take more substantive measures to strengthen regulation within its borders and reduce demand, Miao said, referring to drug abuse as a problem made in the U.S. Mexico's president said on Tuesday he had written to Chinese President Xi Jinping, urging him to help control shipments of fentanyl as he faded off criticisms in the U.S. that Mexico is not doing enough to stop trafficking of the synthetic opioid. Fentanyl, widely used in hospitals during anesthesia for pain relief, has become a major black market narcotic in the United States. Mexican drug cartels have increasingly taken part in the illegal business. Overdoses of the opioid killed more than 100,000 people in the 2022 U.S. fiscal year, according to data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. President Andres Manuel Lopez defended in the March 2022 letter efforts to curb supply of the drug while rounding on U.S. critics, some of whom want Washington to intervene militarily in Mexico. The letter and China's response did not mention supplies of the precursor, chemicals used to make the powerful sedative. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency says both finished fentanyl and precursors are transported from China to Mexico, the United States, and Canada, often by international mail. That's all for now, and thank you for watching.